Hello, everybody. It's Dave Fernape here with the coach of the New England Patriots.
Hello, everybody. It's BocciasBattles here.
All right, man. How's it going? How's everything with you?
It's going good, thanks. It's quite hot here today, but I'm excited to be joining you for this interview.
Yeah. Speaking of where you are, you're actually in a different continent than most of the players here. So how do
Yeah.
you think the time zone is gonna affect you?
To be honest, I don't really sleep much anyway, so it's quite easy for me to manage when to battle based around. Well, there might have to be some sleep sacrifices, but I don't think it'll be an issue in the long run. Um, but yeah, it's a little bit difficult due to the time zone difference, but I think I can work around it.
Yeah, we hope to see these get uploaded on your channel because your channel hasn't had that much activity in the past couple of months.
Yeah, I mean, mostly it was exam season stuff like that, but every single match from the MPL this season, unless something absolutely major comes up, will be uploaded on my channel, youtube.com/user/BocciasBattles. So it will be uploaded on that channel around the same date as when the match goes up, so you can all watch it on there if you want to.
That's great. That's really inspiring how you can get past a hurdle like time zones and something that you can't really control. So, your team, your draft was actually amazing. You had so many good, powerful Pokemon on it, like Gengar, Gliscor. You even got stuff like Blissey and Nidoking, Nidoking can rip teams apart. Blissey can wall teams to hell and back. And you also have some good Pokemon like Breloom and Spiritomb, which you drafted late. So, any comments on your team?
Yeah, basically, as you said, I think this year, because obviously last season I kind of joined mid-season and didn't really have much control over what I picked in my team. So being able to actually pick for myself, and as you quite say, I think it's quite a solid team made up of good offensive and defensive Pokemon. Should make this season, I think, a very interesting one indeed for my team.
You also have the threat, Megalopony.
Megalopony
Yup,
or Miguel whatever you want to call it.
yup.
Yeah, that's definitely a standout poke, and as I'm sure anyone who's been following the league and my fellow members in the league know, there was a lot of competition over fighting for Megalopony to be on our teams. So there was quite a lot of contest for it, but I guess I was lucky to be able to actually get it on my team. So I think it'd be interesting to see that in use.
Yeah. Are you looking at dropping anything like Gardevoir or Spiritomb for free agency?
Well, I think those two precisely, to be honest. Gardevoir and Spiritomb, I think, depending on how well they play out when the actual matches go ahead, are definitely my top picks for swapping in free agency.
Yeah, you might want to keep them for a little bit because you actually have a Conkeldurr in your division, which actually just rips your
Yeah, the
team
New
apart.
New York Metangs, yeah.
Yeah, so how are you looking at combating your entire division? What do you think about your division?
I think, to be honest, my division matchups are fairly decent, but as you say, with the New York Metangs, with the Conkeldurr, that's going to be quite a wall, or I say like a stepping stone for my team to get over. I guess I'm really going to have to see how that plays out, but I, I'm yet to think of a solid strategy to counter it. So yeah, I mean, I guess I have like pokes like Gliscor and stuff like that, but then Conkeldurr's running Ice Punch, so I'm just gonna have to play very carefully around it when it eventually comes to the eventual match.
Yeah, so week one, you're going to be playing against San Antonio Swamperts. Looking at their team, they have some threats. Mega Manectric and Tornadus T is such a good core. They have a really good defensive core. It's also they have Nidoqueen and you have Nidoking. So obviously some players are going to have a rivalry. How do you plan on combating that team?
Well, I think for me the biggest threat looking at their team is the sheer bulk of defensive Pokemon, or at least bulky sweepers. I think for me, the main thing is going to be taking down the most defensive Pokemon on the team. So, being able to take down like Cresselia, Gudra, that sort of stuff is going to be really helpful. And I need to take those out as early game as possible. But I think with me having like Blissey, Rotom Wash, I guess to an extent, like Bliscor and even Scizor, should help me to find ways of counterwalling them and or taking down their key walls. And I think after that, whilst the sweepers like Taunty and Mega Manectric do make another very impressive offensive core, I should be able to deal with that with the remainder of my pokes if I can take down that defensive core. So that's going to be my focus for this game.
Yeah, it looks like the move knockoff is going to be your best friend in that match.
Yeah, definitely. I think without knockoff access, I don't think this match would go very well. But luckily, unfortunately, I've got pokes that can use knockoff and should be able to help me in this match.
If you can stop their constant switch advantage against you, then I think you could win that game easily. So, thanks for your time. Is there anything else you would like to add?
Not really. I think that's basically covered it. But yeah, I'm just looking forward to this season. It'll be my first full season in this league, so I guess just watch this space.
Alright, we're really excited to see how you play. Thank you all for watching this interview. Thank you for your time, Nate. Please be sure to check out his channel at BocciasBattles. And that's it. Thanks.